Martin Luther King Jr. A Picture Story by Margaret Boone Jones. Illustrated by Russell Scott. Martin Luther King Jr. There were 5 in Martin's family. Reverend and Mrs. King were his father and mother. Christine was his big sister, and Alfred was his little brother. Martin was the one in the middle. The King family lived in a big house in Atlanta, Georgia. They were very happy. Martin's father was a minister. That is why people call him Reverend King. When the family went to church on Sunday, Martin liked most to listen to his father preach to the people. He liked the big words that his father used. Martin would say, "I am going to learn to use some big words too." Martin was not a tall boy, but he was strong. He liked to play all the games that boys everywhere like to play. In a football game, he was a very fast runner. He was one of the best batters on his block, and he always played to win. The King children liked basketball too. Their father helped them set up a basketball court in their backyard. Martin did not like to fight. He never started a fight, but if he saw a boy teasing a girl or bothering a little child, he would stop him. But he did not stay angry for long. He would make up with the boy, and they would be the best of friends. When Martin, Kristen, and Alfred were little, they played with all the neighbor children, both black and white. But when they began to go to school, the white children stopped coming to the King's house to play. Martin noticed that the white boys and girls did not go to the same school that he and Kristen and Alfred went to. As he grew older, he learned that there were certain places where he and his family could not go. These things made Martin very sad. He wondered what he could do about them. He began to think about what he would become when he grew up. Would he become a doctor and make sick people well? Would he become a lawyer and help people in court? Meanwhile, he studied hard in school. He always did more than the teachers asked him to do. He loved books. He read all the time. Often he spent all his allowance for books because he liked to own them. Martin read more and more as he grew older. He liked to read about many different things. He did so well in school that he finished high school when he was only 15. He was still only 15 when he went away to college. Did you know what Martin did become when he had finished school, he was not a doctor, not a lawyer. He was a minister like his father. He had found those big words too. His words were so beautiful that they made people feel good inside. They made the people want to go right out and do what the word said. Now Martin was called Reverend King too. In the city where Martin Luther King lived, black people could not sit in the front of the bus. They had to sit in the back of the bus. They had to get up and give their seats to the white people when the bus was crowded. Martin said, "That law is not a good law. Perhaps we can have it changed." "How?" asked the people. "We could stay off the buses until the law has changed," he said. "Walk, yes, or ride in the cars of friends. Ride in taxis. Don't get into fights. No matter what happens, be calm. There is a better way of winning than fighting with fists." Reverend King spoke in a beautiful way, telling the black people to love and not to hate. They did as he said, and the buses were almost empty for more than a year. The bus company lost a lot of money. At last, the law was changed. All the people could ride and sit wherever they wished to. Martin Luther King traveled all over the United States and all over the world. He often helped people who were working to have bad laws changed for better ones. He told the people to work for what was right without fighting, and he was always reminding them, "Be honest, love each other, work hard so that you can hold up your heads and be proud of yourself." He became so famous that you could read about him every day in the news. You could hear him on radio and see him on television. One day, in 1964, Martin Luther King was rewarded a big prize for doing so many things to bring peace and love among people. The prize is called the Nobel Prize. The winner of a Nobel Prize gets a beautiful medal and a large amount of money. How do you think Reverend King used his $54,600 that he received? He did not keep it for himself or his family. He used it to help more and more people. Then one day, in 1968, a terrible thing happened. A man who did not know about love shot and killed Martin Luther King Jr. People all over the United States and the world were sad. Many, many hundreds of people went to his funeral. Schools and places of business were closed for the day. Even though he was gone, Martin Luther King's words and deeds and ideas live on. People can live as he lived, love as he loved, work as he worked. In this way, he will never be forgotten. The end. And this is the history of Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you.